Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in here. Come on in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in here. Come. I am super excited. I cannot believe it is December already. It is December. We have, 28 more days and the year is completely gone. 28 days. And 2020 is no more. Only 28 days. Wow. Amazing. Come on in. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Dan. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Well, this is December, and we are starting a new, we are still under construction, but we are starting a new building material this month. So get ready to take your notes as we get started here. And as you go on your journey to be a better you, why not follow my basic principles to build your best life? I thank you for tuning in. Those of you who are viewing via Facebook, Periscope, or YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all my YouTube subscribers, Facebook subscribers, for tuning in, whether you are tuning in from the Bahamas, Canada, Jamaica, United States, Nigeria, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to Build Your Best Life. We are still under construction, finding those building materials that will help you to build a great life. It's a new month, so we have a new building material, and the building material that we have for this month is our third building material out of 5, and it's goals. Goals, yes, we're going to talk about goals. It's going to be a little bit different today, but our third building material is goals, and you do need the right building materials in order to do what? Build a great life. So regardless of if there's people, places, or things, you need to have a plan. You have to have a plan. So who, where, and what do you want in your life? You have to make plans for everything, not just for some things and not others. You have to have that full plan, you know. So if it's a person, how will I get to meet that person? You know, they're just not going to fall out of the sky into your lap. You have to come up with some way that you plan on meeting that person, that very special person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. If it's a place, where are you going? Is it within the country that you live in? Is it going to be international, in a different country? Where is it going to be? How long do you want the trip to be? You have to plan for that, because if it's within the same country, it's not going to cost the same thing that it is if you're going out of the country. If you're going out of the country, there are certain protocols that you're going to have to follow, especially now with COVID. So you have to, you know, do some thinking and do some planning. You just don't jump up and say, hey, I'm going to Europe today. You don't do it that way. And then if there are things in your life that you want a new job, you want to start your own business, you want to get a promotion, you want to go back to school, you have to plan for those things, whatever it is. You have to make plans for it. You know, and Benjamin Franklin, I think, said it really well. He said, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. I'm going to say that again. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And that was from Benjamin Franklin. It was good back then, and I think it's good today. And why I say it's a little bit different today as I talk about goals, as I stated when I first came on, we are almost out of 2020. We are going into 21. And each year, I know people make resolutions. We don't want to make resolutions about, I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop drinking, I'm going to stop using drugs, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to read more. We don't want resolutions. We want some firm planning. What is it that I want a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? If you really want it, then you have to do what? Plan for it. So right now is a good time to plan. You don't wait till January 1st and say, okay, let me get some paper out. Let me see what is it that I want to do. I want a new job. I think I want to go to Hawaii. I think I want to go to Nigeria. I think I want to go to Kirk and Tacos. What is it that I want to do? No, you don't do that. You want to be ready when 2021 hits. You want to be ready. You want to have your plans all firmed up. You want to know where it is, not only what it is that you want to do or who you want or whatever, but you need to have those plans in place. And so you can go. So, that's just like I told you, if you're planning a trip, we have GPS now. So you can just put in where you're going, and it'll show you how to get there turn by turn. So if you have some plans, you want to know step by step what it is that you need to do in order to get there. Because it's just like if you say, hey, I'm going to start school. You don't just wake up and go to the University of California or the University of the Bahamas or the University of North Florida and walk up to registration and say, yes, can you give me a schedule? I want to start classes. That's not how it works. You have to plan for everything. They are already registering for what they call spring, even though you will start the classes in January, they call it spring semester. They're already scheduling those classes. So if you're planning on going to school next year, you already need to know what it is that you're going for, how many classes that you plan to take, how are you going to fund that, if you need to get financial aid, so you need to go and fill out for FAFSA and all of that. So everything, I don't care what it is that you plan to do, there's a process. You don't just wake up and go do it. So it's very, very important that you stop now while we're at the end of 2020 and go ahead and plan for 2021. What is it that you want to do differently in 2021 that you didn't do in previous years? Hi, Peggy. Thanks for tuning in. So you have to do those type things. So like I said, now is a good time. So, so you say, okay, well, I know there are some things I want to do. Like I want to renovate my house. Okay, so you don't just say, oh, for 2021, I'm going to renovate my house. No. What rooms do you want to renovate? Are you going to renovate the exterior? Are you going to work on the interior? Are you going to do the entire house? Are you going to do certain rooms? So you need to know what it is that you're doing, what area of the house. And then once you know that, then you can start getting cost. You need to know how much it's going to cost. You can't do it for free. So you need to know if you're going to have to do a home equity loan, a small loan, or you have the savings in your account. But you have to plan and you have to know it. So one good thing to do is to sit down, if you don't currently have a budget, is to figure out if you can. So if you don't have a budget, I'm not sure. But what was my income for 2020? What was my expenditures for 2020? Did I have money to save during 2020? Or were my expenses more than my income? Was I able just to pay my tithes and pay my bills? I had nothing left to save. I would have had something to save, but COVID hit. I was out of work for a while. So you need to know what has gone on during 2020. And it's going to aid you in helping you to plan a successful 2021. Okay, so what happened when COVID hit? Did that put a damper into your income? Did that make uh, a life that was smooth sailing have a hiccup? Did everything just go awry all of a sudden because you didn't have that money, you couldn't go to work, your job stopped paying you or whatever? Some people were very fortunate that they still were able to remain employed. They were able to work from home, so they weren't impacted, but thousands and thousands of people were impacted negatively. So you need to know, okay, so yeah, I save, but am I saving enough? So COVID did not impact me negatively, but what if something happens next year and I can't work and I'm not being paid? Do I have enough savings, or will I have enough savings to carry me for 6 months, 3 months, 1 month? You need to take all of that into consideration as you are trying to plan. Okay. And that's just your income. But what about your health? Your health is important as well. So what are your plans for your health for 2021? Is it going to be business as usual? Do you sit around and work, and more people are working from home, so there's more sitting, less moving around? Are we gaining weight? So do we need to do something differently as far as our health? Do we need to start a walking plan? Were we someone that was not getting routine checkups, getting that flu shot, getting a pneumonia shot if you need to, especially if you have underlying conditions? Those vaccines are very important. And I know everybody doesn't believe in getting them, so that's okay. But I think that they are key and they are important. I know every year I have to make sure I get my flu shot. And when it's time for me to get my pneumonia vaccine, I have to get that as well, because I do have underlying conditions. And so my health is important, so I do that. But I have not been exercising. And so my son's been getting on to me. My husband gets on to me. So I know that that's something I need to plan to do. Now, as far as my platform, I got it planned out for 2021, but I haven't planned out for Deborah. So I have to do that. But, if I do like this, I can actually see my bike. It's right here in my office, but I haven't got on it, so there's no excuse for me. But that is one thing that I need to plan on. And, again, if you don't plan for something, it kind of doesn't happen. And then you have to get into, talked about it, I think last month, about, habits and the 2190 rule. So you do something and you continue to do it for 21 days. You get into a routine of doing it. So after 21 days, it should become a habit, but then you do it 3 more months is where your 90 days come from. So you really have that routine going. So if it's something regarding your health, you need to start that routine, start that process so you can make it a habit, and it will be helpful for you. COVID, I'm not sure when that's going away. They're saying that they do have a vaccine. And I believe I saw on TV today where the presidents, and I'm assuming that means all ex-presidents and whomever and their families are going to be the first to get that. So as soon as they get finished being guinea pigs, then we'll have the vaccine available for us. But COVID is still going up, the number of incidents, occurrences. So that's something else that we have to plan for. So like I said, it's about goals, but it's a little differently because we had a year that was very, very impactful, and it hit us in different negative ways in different areas of our lives. So we have that to go from. But as we plan 2021, we need to keep all those things in mind. And I really, really, really hope that most of you are making that effort to plan for 2021. So if it's to read more, go back to school, take care of your health more, start a small business, save more, plan for your dream vacation. You have a big birthday coming up and you want it to be, you want to turn up and do all of that, save for it. And so whatever you're planning to do, plan so that it can be successful for number one, and then it won't cost your arm or the leg, because you know when you wait until the last minute to do things, then you have to pay more, because you have to pay people whatever it is that they say it's going to cost you. Whereas if you plan, then you have time to shop around, get a better plan. You don't have to pay extra fees for expedited shipping if it's something that you have to have shipped in. So planning works in every phase of your life. So we want 2021 to be one of the best years that we've ever had. So do whatever it is that you need to do to plan. Get your planners, use your, you got a calendar on your phone you can use. To schedule stuff, you can just schedule out everything on your phone. You know, we can do that. We can get planners. We have calendars on our PCs, our laptops, our tablets. You can get paper planners anywhere from 99 cents up to $100 for a planner. So we have all the tools out there. We just need to utilize them so that we can be better and build better lives. And this is for all ages, but young people, please, please, please start sooner rather than later in forming these type habits, so that when you get into college, or when you get into your young adult years, or your first job or whatever, you are organized. You know how to plan, you know how to problem solve, you know how to do all of that, because it's only going to make your life better. So I thank you all again for tuning in as we try to utilize building materials in order to build our best lives. Now I'm excited. Next week, on next Thursday the 10th, I have Miss Aisha Scott that's coming in, and she's going to tell our young men what young ladies like, what they're looking for. So please tune in. That's going to be at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's next Thursday, December 10th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. That's going to be exciting. And then the following week on the 17th, the end of the year review, we have some new faces that you hadn't seen that are going to be on. We have Mr. Anton Brown. He's from Houston, Texas. We have Mr. Denver Pratt from the Bahamas. And we have Miss Ashley Cotton. And they're going to be giving us the end of the year review. They're going to be talking about things like what I've learned from the pandemic, things to improve upon, and dealing with the unexpected. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to begin at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Anton will be on at 6 p.m., followed by Denver at 7 p.m. And then Ashley is bringing up the end. She's going to bring it at 8 p.m. And that's all Eastern Standard Time. So please tune in, but you will see it on posts for the event beginning tomorrow. as well. It is on my calendar of events on my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org, www.buildyourbestlife.org. So please visit my website so you can see my calendar of events, find out more about my Build Your Best Life platform, visit my web store, and you can purchase my book, Build Your Best Life. It is a good read, and it's a good time of the year to get that. Not only will it help parents, grandparents, mentors, coaches, youth, and young adults, but it makes a great gift. So it's a wonderful time to go out there to get your autographed copy. And again, that's www.buildyourbestlife.org. So please go on there. And again, I thank you for everyone that's tuned in. As you go on your journey to be the best you, why not follow my basic principles? Because you will run into distractions, rough terrain, and detours. Don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be the best you and build your best life. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you on Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. here on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you Saturday morning. Be blessed.